just see here. Okay, so we're on live. Wow, hey Cynthia. Okay, wait. Let's see. Oh,
Wow!
wait, I got a new light. No,
Ah, that one's better.
let me just go. This light is better, right? But it's too bright now. Whoops. Okay, that's not okay. Okay, it's not funny. Okay, wait a second. Okay, wait.
No, just leave it. Looks fine like
Okay,
that.
wait. But it says minus here, but like if you do it, it's like
It's minus your eyesight.
I know, right? But you know what's so funny is I can bend it over. Okay, no, that's not right. I can make it go over like that so that I can do my work. So the other one was just for the camera, so it was never helpful. But I need something I can actually use to work and see paper.
Yeah.
But it is too bright. Okay, let me see if I can do it by standing up and doing it. I'm sorry I'm making you do this. Okay, wait, let me see if I go like this. Wait, does that change anything? Is
Uh,
that better?
no, it looks the same.
I don't know what to say. Okay, well, whatever. Um, wouldn't the minus sign make it less? It doesn't. I don't know. Okay, well, we're just gonna leave it. Is that too much? I could take it off.
That's too dark.
I know. Okay. The thing is, I can't change
That's
it now.
fine.
This
That
one's
one's
fine?
fine. That one's fine.
You don't love it though. It's too bright.
I don't love it, but it's better than with the other one.
Um, okay, I'll figure it out. So how you doing? What's up, Chica? How are
Good.
you?
Good.
How was your week?
It actually wasn't too bad. It was semi busy, but not crazy as it usually is because the doctor's away. But like I was able to get a lot of stuff done, and I've been coming in early and stuff. So
So
yeah,
that's
getting some
good.
overtime.
Yeah. And how come? I mean, I'll wait for Rick to come. So, but I guess are we early?
We
No.
are. We're
Are
like
we?
super early.
We're super early. Oh, I guess we're like 6 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Okay, then I am gonna try to fix my light. No offense. It is a little bit too bright though. What is this time? Nighttime. This says nighttime. Man, it's a remote and you would think it's like easy, but it's so complicated. Anyways, okay. Well, I did we are going to do questions from the mailbag today.
Oh, okay.
Don't be excited. It's not necessarily a good thing, do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So, it could be really really bad or no, I picked out some stuff. I only wrote the bad stuff that they wrote for me. So, you know what I mean?
Why?
Um
I want to know what bad
because
stuff they want to know about me.
no, no, no,
Excited.
no. I don't think you understand. So what they do is people will anonymously write something that they want to say that's cruel and mean, but they don't want to sign their real name to it. Do you know what I mean? Like that's
Mm,
kind of the
the
normal,
cowards.
the cowards, right? The keyboard warriors. You know what I mean? Like, let me
Yeah.
go in there and say my piece, but never say who I really is, so they can't find me or email me back or anything. You know what I mean? Like it's always
Hmm.
some spam thing. Okay, even I can't deal with this light, so we're gonna. It's just too, you know what? Because it's too bright. Ooh, that's really bright. Okay.
That's real. I could see that. That's really bright.
Okay, wait. Oh,
Bless you.
oh, wait. Let me do it this way. Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me go. Oh, that's how you do that. Okay, and then this is what. I don't know what this is. Hey, we're just learning as we go. We're early today, so okay, that's better, right? It went lower.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
a
so
little
over it.
bit.
You're like, yeah, it's totally great, Carmen. It's perfect now. It's like whatever. It's totally perfect now. Um, yeah. So, let's talk about Rick since we went on early. What are your favorite things about Rick? What do you hate about him? No one's listening. I promise. No.
No, he's good people.
Mm. Whatever. You make this, but how come when we're in the green room, you're like, yada, 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 yada. And then I put us on, and then hey,
Hi,
what's up,
Mario.
Mario? How are you? Are
Sending
you
you love
home
and
now?
prayers.
I know. I hope he's home now. Yeah, because he's traveling. I didn't say anything. I'm just saying you're traveling. I hope you're home now. Okay, this is still too bright for me. Cynthia, sing us a song.
Sing a song. Girl, who you think is on here? I am not.
Who do you think is out here?
Mario
Okay.
said he is home. Good.
Oh,
I'm glad.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Oh, listen, I so misread that.
He's like, I'm listening. Yeah, no. It's all good.
Oh,
No.
oh,
Okay. Call me when you can. Oh no. Okay, so I didn't tell anybody you were in the hospital. I mean, I didn't tell our audience. So yeah, Mario's been in the hospital dealing with some stuff. And I talked to him the other day on the phone. He called me. Thank you for calling me. I was trying not to bother him, but I was so worried. But he was supposed to
yeah.
come home yesterday. Hey, Melanie, how are you? I
Hey.
don't understand why you're late, Melanie. Don't understand why you're late. You're supposed to be here before us waiting. Oh no, Mario, this is
Things
not
took a
good. I just spoke
turn.
to you yesterday. Oh man. Was it yesterday? Yeah, because we had our interview yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So it might have been the day before. I don't know. I don't remember. My days are all mushing together. Is that terrible?
Yeah. No, mine is too.
I'm just I don't know what is wrong with me. Like I'm not doing well. I mean, I know a lot of it has to do with the political climate as well, being here in Los Angeles. It's just constant. You know what I mean? Like whether you want to watch the news or not, it don't matter. You
Mm,
walk out the door, stuff is happening. You know what I mean? And with the ice raids and all this other stuff, and then like people you work for are fucking, you know what I mean? Like it's just heavy. It's heavy stuff. And then on top of it, it's just like I'm not doing well. Like, I don't mean I'm
yeah.
sick, I'm just sad. Like, everything is like, everything is sad. Oh, Rick is here. Rick is gonna bring the joy. Rick, bring us joy.
So did you decide what you hated about me?
Could you hear us? Oh, you were listening. You were. Hey, Tony. Everybody say
Hey,
hi to Tony. Hey, Tony. How you doing? Um, well, Mario, I don't want to keep making you text or whatever. Like, and I know you don't want to come on here because I know you're in the hospital, but I don't know what to say. I just feel bad. But thank you for coming and saying hi to us. I just, whenever you have time, call me, text me, whatever.
Just
Ugh,
rest.
man. So Rick, how you
yes,
doing?
ma'am.
Did you miss us yesterday? Did you miss us yesterday? You jealous? You
I was
jealous?
all confusion. And I was like, wait, I didn't get a link? Oh.
Oh,
I
you
forgot.
forgot. You forgot that we gave you the day off.
I did. Yeah.
So
It
everyone
was a
knows
great show.
it was okay. First of all, let me just say, so on Sunday you have to tune in. Cynthia is like crying the whole episode. She's like
Thank
Listen,
you.
crying the whole episode. I'm holding it in, but I'm being sassy as all hell.
love
Love
you,
you
Oh, I
too.
love you,
Mario.
Mario. Love you too, Mario. Rest, my friend. Call me, text me, whatever you need. I'm here. And even if you don't need me, I'm still gonna be here whenever you're ready. Damn. Um, so okay, I can't I feel like so I bought a new hoodie, but
Mhm.
it's like down to my knees. It's so big.
Wow.
I said to the guy, I just want something big and roomy, so not a medium. And so I think he got me like an XXL, which is awesome because a medium is too form fitting. You know what I mean? So, oh,
By
thank you,
roomy,
Tony, for checking all of our sites. What?
by roomy, I don't mean it will fill up a room. I mean,
But you know what? It'll shrink up once I wash it, but it's just really
Yeah.
big right now. So, okay, anyways, enough about the drama.
But
All right. Okay.
yesterday's show,
No, not
there
today's show.
was
I'm not done with yesterday's
no.
show.
That's what I said. Yesterday's show.
yesterday.
Yeah, you brought on a great guest. Go ahead. Now you can say what you want to say.
There was crying, but there was laughter, and it was amazing. And
But you didn't
yeah,
say who it was.
definitely. Well, I don't want to give everything away, but it was
Dr. Me, everything. Dangle something. Dangle. Didn't you learn that from her
we
yesterday?
had on Dr. Rosanna Means,
Amazing.
um, who is founder of Bridges to Mom, and she is just an amazing, amazing woman in general. She is an angel, and if she is listening, she is
Yeah.
an angel.
Well, we know that she's not listening right now because she needs me to send her the links because she doesn't know.
Right. That's right.
Oh, and all about the what's the H? I'm confused. All about the
He just messed up.
Paula Joy. Oh, you want a new sweatshirt? Wow, wow. Even though I'm losing my clients and everything, sure, I'll buy you a t-shirt, Mr. Dawson. I'll do that. I will. I'll get you a t-shirt if that makes you happy. Not a t-shirt, a sweatshirt. Look at me. I'm like downgrading it to a t-shirt. I'll get
So
you
Rick
like
with
a
his
little.
1 day off.
You gotta let that go. You gotta let that go. I really can't handle this light. We cannot have a
Oh my
show.
God!
It's driving me up. Is that better?
Oh my God! It looks like you're in the dark.
It's this light in front of me. It's too loud. It's too big.
Does it
You're
have
fine.
halfway?
You weren't here, baby. There's a whole remote.
No.
It
It
has.
was blinding mode,
It's
and then
blind.
this.
Is this better? I turned that one down.
Yeah, no, it's
Not
better.
bad.
Okay. I still feel like there's a whiteness here, but okay. Anyway, Sunday, 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Dr. Means is on the show. She's incredible. She's fun. I was
Inspiring.
I was what?
No, I said she's inspiring.
Yeah. She's Cynthia crying. I was like, no, we're going to do the show the way I want to do it. Yeah. I think I was a little mean, but not really. I don't know.
No.
Anyway, see it on Sunday.
Carmen was definitely holding back tears.
I was not, you know what? She had me crying in the green room afterwards. What was that about? It's her fault I woke up in a bad mood this morning. No, I'm just kidding. Because then we talked in the green room afterwards, and it was even like more exciting. Happy birthday, Juan!
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
We're saying happy birthday. Oh, he can't hear you because you don't have.
Thank you very much. I can hear you.
You want me to sing?
Feliz cumpleaños.
Because Rick can
Thank
sing.
you.
I can't sing. I can't sing. That would not be a gift. Rick, go ahead, sing it.
All right.
Rick, sing it.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy
Oh my
birthday
God.
to you. Happy birthday, dear Juan. Happy birthday to you.
What's with the echoing machine? That was so weird.
Thumbs
Hey,
up.
so are you guys celebrating this weekend? Are you guys doing something fun this weekend?
Not tomorrow. Well, tomorrow we're helping a friend out and down the Cape with the house. So
That's not a
Sunday.
birthday celebration.
I know. Sunday we'll probably do something.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
We'll talk
goodbye.
to you later. Bye. Okay. All right. Let's talk about our subject today. Bye, Juan. Bye, Juan. Oh, for people who don't know, that's Cynthia's husband. In case you don't know, that's Cynthia's husband, Juan. Okay. We're gonna have a very interesting conversation. But Rick, first, how was your week, baby?
Some interesting things happened. Today was a great example. So, do you remember last year in August when I got into my car to bring my mom to an appointment and we had a invasion of the wasps incident in my car?
Yes.
Opened my car door again today, and guess what was waiting for me again?
What's with your car and
I was
why?
like in the same exact spot. I'm like, what is going on?
You got to get your car checked out. There might be a hive in there somewhere.
Good God. So, first I got a stick, and it was small, so they probably
So
just
it
started.
built something in there again, like a
Well,
nest.
they built like a little nest, yeah. So I got a stick and I flicked it out, and then of course they're like, I'm like, oh crap, and then I was like,
God.
ooh, let me go in the house and get some spray. I got spray, and I sprayed
No,
their shit.
that's not smart either. You sprayed them?
I sprayed them, and
Did they die?
I hope so. Sorry to say for the bug lovers, but yeah, it's either me or you.
I don't know if that's something Jesus would do. I'm just saying. You're a killer. You're a murderer. No, but I think there's something wrong that your car, you're either parked in the weird place that it's easy for it to get to. It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
It's insane.
and how is your car not
Hmm.
sealed up enough?
Right.
I don't get it.
Is
I
your
really
car as old as mine? And even my car is on point.
I don't know. And the other interesting thing that happened
Oh,
was I
that's not
made
all. Okay.
one little mistake at work. One little mistake, and it wasn't even my mistake. It was simply I asked somebody to do something from another company, and they never did it. And because I didn't follow up, I'm the one that made the mistake. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. I think we're gonna have to talk about putting cameras in there. And so I know you don't like that. I'm like, mm-mm,
Cameras
mm-mm.
where? In your house again?
Yeah, it's talking about it again. I'm like, nah, bro. Mm-mm.
How is that going to help? I mean, so
That's what
Right.
I said
you're not
before.
going to follow up and he's going to have camera to prove it? I don't understand. Like, that's, you know what? Tell him to call me and I will only charge him like $3,000 and I give him some
I think
advice.
he's being a creep and wants to know what your house is like, or keep an eye on you or something. I don't
He
know.
knows how much he pays him. Like, he's a control freak, whoever that guy is. I'm sorry.
You don't pay me much. My mother makes more money than I do. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know if it's about he wants to know how much money he made. He wants to know. He just wants to be in control of people because he's clearly not in control of whatever's happening to him. And now with everything going on with trades and stuff, and you guys are saying stuff slowed up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like that's putting a lot of stress on a lot of bosses, which I'm over. I don't care. I told someone today, I was like, as much as I know you're being impacted by Hollywood, so am I. Do you know what I mean? I was like it's not happening in a vacuum, dude. You know what I mean? Like we're all stressing out. So chill, you know. But now let's talk about good news. Is that it though? Are you doing okay?
Yeah, that's about it.
I don't think that sounded honest. Really? Did you want to talk more about it? Like Dr. Carmen is available.
Can't really think of anything else pressing to
Mm,
discuss at the moment with the public.
I still feel I'm a little too shiny today, but we'll just have to deal with the people. Okay.
How was your week, Carmen?
My week was really bad. It wasn't really bad. I think I just had a lot of sadness this week.
Mm.
You know, I think talking to Mario, this is not to put it on Mario, but I think that also made me just talking to him. And then I was so hopeful that he was coming home, but I was so sad because he's gone through so much. Alma and him have gone, their whole family's gone through. And I don't mean just now with their niece, and now Mario is also in the hospital, but just as I've known Mario, he's just like some people are just given, I think, a lot. And we don't realize because, like, I complain about the stupidest things. And I realize, you know what? I'm okay. And then I get mad at myself for being so upset about the dumbest things on the planet. You know what I mean? Whereas then I have friends of mine who I love who are really suffering, you know, or I have people who are being abducted who we know or whatever because ICE is doing their thing. Like there's just a lot of heaviness right now in my life. I think in a lot of people's lives. And it's not something like totally tangible. And it's also you feel helpless. I can't do anything about so much of it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now what I want to do is talk about somebody else. I don't know how this is going to bring us joy, but at least it's an interesting conversation. So first, let me. Were you both able to see the links I sent you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not going to show the links, but I'm just going to tell you. Let me just show you a picture of. Let's see. Okay, so this woman on the left, her name is Michelle Wood. She is 51 years old. She went to Guadalajara. Is that how you say it? Guadalajara, Mexico,
Yep.
to get a facelift and to get a lot of other stuff. She got like a chin implant. She got her forehead done. She got cheek
Lips.
implants, all this other stuff. And the woman on the right is her after surgery. And I think it's only like 5 weeks or 6 weeks after. She's not even fully healed yet. And this is what
I,
she looks like on the right.
I really thought that was like her daughter or granddaughter when I saw that.
This is all over TikTok. So there, she's been not watching. What is she doing? She has been doing her whole story since she started going, and then she
Mm.
posted it when she came back. But she's been letting us follow her on her journey. I didn't know who she was. I was confusion. I was confused. And so yeah, I want to talk about it. So Cynthia, you were saying,
Yeah, I really thought it was like her daughter or granddaughter. It didn't look like her. It's like, and now all of a sudden, like she probably just didn't have her glasses on for that video, but it's like now all of a sudden you don't have glasses either. It's like everything
I
was just
saw,
so different.
yeah, I saw she said that right here it's very tender and it even was sticking up a little bit. She goes, she can't have anything on there. That's why she's not wearing glasses. She got
Mm,
contacts for now.
I'm
wow.
shooketh. I mean, I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of facelifts in my time because I'm here. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen them, and I've never seen something like that. And I'm thrown. I'm conflicted. That's one of the TikToks I did. I'm conflicted with it. On the one hand, the medical marvel of this surgeon to be able to do this is ridiculously, I don't know, crazy. You know what I mean? That's genius level work, right? On
Mhm.
the flip
Hmm.
side, I said on my TikTok, like, just because we can, does it mean we should? I don't know. So, what do
Right.
you guys think? Just curious.
I
I mean,
mean,
I was shocked. I couldn't. I kept going back and forth. I was like, wait, let me make sure this is really the same person. This is fake. It's like, no, it really
right.
is. Voice matches. I'm looking at. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is insane. And then when she said, I didn't even look like this when I was young, I was like, bro, what?
Yeah, that's weird. She did say that.
That's so
Yeah.
wild. And it's like her kids and her hanging out, they're gonna think they're sisters now.
Well,
Right.
and just to be clear, just to be fair for her, she said that because she was very overweight when she was young. So
Mhm.
when she was younger, she wasn't the weight she is now. So she would have never looked that way at that age. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know.
It's just weird though. Like most people, when they have work done, they'll just look a little bit younger, but still kind of look the same. But if she, like you said, she didn't even look like that when she was younger, granted she was heavier or whatever as a kid, but you got to have some type of resemblance to what you looked like before, I would think. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I think she
it's
had
weird.
mentioned she wanted to get a refresh. Like when I watched one of the original videos, I'm like, that's not a refresh. That's a redo. Like you just
Right, yeah.
completely redone. I don't think that's a refresh. And again, look at you do. Oh, wait, here's the other thing that's remarkable. That facelift in Guadalajara, when you convert pesos to American dollars, costs $14,000. That's
Mm.
nothing. Out here, I've seen people who spend $125,000 and get a facelift, and you're like, whoa. You're like, "Ooh,
Mhm.
look good, girl. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Everything's like this.
Like you're just, no, I don't notice a thing. Like I always tell people, like, I can't even tell you, do you just look refreshed? Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what you tell people out there. You just, it looks great. Can't even tell. You know? Um, I I don't know how I feel about it. I go back and forth, like you said, Rick. I just feel very, I feel like there's something beautiful about getting older. Like, I don't want to be my 20-year-old self. I really don't. And I don't want to be my 30-year-old self. Like, I'm fine where I'm at right now. I just want to look pretty and I want to look good. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And I know you guys can't see it, but I do. I have the line when you see in men, like most women have an 11, so it's two lines. I have the one deep one. And it's like kind of like if you know anything about George Michael, his birthday was the other day. Um, and also Anthony Bourdain, they share the same birthday. But George Michael had that thing in the middle of his eyebrows, right? It's just because
Mm.
where you crease, and I have that pretty deeply as well. So I don't like that. Like every time I would look at my face, I'd be like, So now I do the Botox there. I know you're laughing, but I'm just saying. I'm being like that to me is a refresh. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like
Gotcha.
none of you would know that I do it because you know what I'm saying? Like my eyebrows still move. I still have wrinkles. You know what I mean? Like I'm just taking care of one thing, but I don't know. I would never do that. I'm not going to say I would never do something like if this keeps getting lower and lower or something, I might get a little tuck here or get a lot of massages. I don't know, whatever they do, but I don't want surgery. I had hip surgery. I never want to go under the knife again. Do you know what I mean? Like if they can do those things, like it's all bullshit, I'm sure, but those things like an ice massage or whatever it is, and it'll tighten, or put a cream on. Okay, I might do that, but I could never see myself. I know this is something I'm going to regret saying at some point. I can never see myself going under the knife for something like that. That's a lot.
I was just thinking if she ever gets pulled over by the cops and he asks for her license, he'd be like, "This ain't you. What are you talking about?"
Right.
She had that experience at the airport because she had her passport. So the doctor had to write a note or whatever and give it. And she got through. And no offense, she's white. I'm just saying right now in this day and age, that matters big time. I mean, it always has, but yeah. So she already talked about that, having to redo everything, but she came over the border and it was fine.
Interesting.
Wow.
But kudos to the miracle of science that they were
The
able
doctor,
to do.
the woman, I think it was a woman doctor. Of course it was. I think it was. Okay, I'm just wondering so I have some questions still in this kind of area, but more about us. Okay. What's the first memory you have of realizing that how you looked mattered to other people? I was really young. I was dancing with a whole bunch of white people, and I knew right away that what I looked like mattered and the way I danced mattered. And it's not always a race thing, but it was because, I danced differently. I had boobs, they didn't. I had hips, they didn't. You know what I mean? It's just very different structured, even that part of it, And I was Black and they weren't.
Mhm.
I was like 6. I was like 6 or 7. That's when I first realized that I was different.
Mhm.
And that
Well,
looks mattered.
me, it was high school. And like, even though I went to an all-girl Catholic high school, there were a lot more minorities than there were whites. But, I was always hanging out with the Spanish and Black girls, but for some reason I was not dark enough or not Spanish enough,
And not white
and
enough, clearly.
yeah, yeah. So, yeah,
Couldn't please nobody.
exactly. I still got along with everyone, but
Yeah, but I
and
can see how you would be unlikable in high school because you were like mean like you are now. You know what I mean?
No, I was not. I was actually captain of the cheerleading in high
Whatever.
school.
Okay. Whatever. She's like trying to make us feel sorry for her. And she was like, and I was captain. So you were the bully? Is that what I'm hearing? You were the drama?
No, no, I wasn't actually.
So you were just
But
did
it's
it what
funny
you
because
did.
I still deal with that now. I still deal with the whole I'm not dark enough, I'm not Spanish enough. Like, I'm still categorized as the white girl, and
Who categorizes you as a white girl? You just have to fight
everyone.
back. Who? I don't. Don't say everyone.
A lot of people do.
I think
Like, a lot of
you have
people.
to claim it though. Like if you don't tell people, like if you don't say you're mixed, like I think that was the other thing too. I was trying to explain to people and I did a TikTok about it. I've been doing a lot of TikTok lately, so you're gonna hear me talk about it a lot. But or I did it on Substack, one of the others. But this thing about like people don't understand that even within being a person of color, there are different races, right? Because race is different than ethnicity. So like people need to understand skin color and characteristics of what we look like is a societal thing, and that's called race. But you have to let people know that you're mixed and you have to claim it. You have to decide for yourself, and you can decide whatever you want. I always bring up the example of like Martin Sheen. I always say Martin Sheen, but Martin Sheen is a great example, or Jessica Alba. These are people who pass as white all the time. And Martin Sheen has talked
He's
about how
Spanish.
he how he regrets that he changed his name. He didn't legally change his name. If you go to his Wikipedia page, you'll see his name is like Roberto Marquez Luis, whatever. I don't know what it is, but it's like 17 Spanish names.
Montoya.
Esteban, you know what I mean? It is. It's like
Typical
Orlando
Spanish long
Pedro.
name.
But he talks about how he had to do that in order to get work, and he wishes that he didn't, which is such an interesting thing because he's one of our most remarkable actors of our time, but you do what you got to do. But now he claims it, and he has for a long time. And he has his 2 sons, right? I mean,
Yep.
what's the younger one?
Emilio.
Estevez. Emilio Estevez has always been Estevez, and then Charlie, crazy man, right?
It's Sheen.
Yeah. So I just think you have to tell people, and you have to be strong about it, because people, there is never, I'm going to tell you right now, I am a Black woman, but I am Latina, right? There is never a person in this town of Mexican descent, from Honduras, from Guatemala, whatever, anybody from Central America here or Mexico never thinks, they always think I'm a Black woman, like African American. And then the minute I talk Spanish, or I'm like, Carmen Suarez, like, they're like, oh, and then they start talking in Spanish like I'm part of the club. You know what I mean? So I can choose to be offended by it, or I can turn around and just claim it and be like, it's because of what I look like. You know what I mean? Be proud, honey. You're mixed. That's what it is. And you mixed, and you're going to claim it. And
I do.
Rick, you got to claim it too, baby. You claim your whiteness. You claim it.
I cracked up so many times with people that didn't know anything about me and be like, what are you?
Are you Latino?
They literally don't know. I even heard some people say Jewish. I was like, oh, that's a new one. But yeah, they just
I could see Jewish, except we know you're Christian. So even though there are Christian Jews, but I'm just saying.
I had someone who thought I was Egyptian.
Oh, okay. Wait, was it a white man who was trying to,
No.
Oh, okay.
It was actually a Middle Eastern person who thought I was.
Oh, that's a compliment then. That's cool. No, because I mean, I don't know what your experience has been because you've been with Juan for so long, so I apologize. But the worst thing any man could say to me is like, you are so exotic. Are you Egyptian? No, but you're just not well-rounded or worldly. Do you know what I mean? Like, excuse me, move along. And then people be like, but that's beautiful. I wish they'd think I was exotic. And like, you know what? That's your life. That's your life. Some people just want to be like normal. That's all we want to be, seen as normal. I don't want to be your experiment. You know what I mean? Like,
speaking of names, both my parents decided, me and my brother, we were not going to have any middle names. They're like, no, we hate these long names. My mom is Ilha de Fatima Ribeiro Silva Costa. She's like, no middle names. No middle names. I'm like, okay, cool.
So what's your middle name? Enrique?
Me?
Ricardo? Yeah, what's your real name? Ricardo, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's like you're Spanish. Ricardo,
Some people hear Portuguese and they're not familiar. They're like, you said you're Puerto Rican, right? No, I didn't say Puerto Rican. Why is everybody Spanish automatically Puerto Rican anyway?
Take that as a people think I'm Puerto Rican all the time. That if anyone guesses if I'm Spanish, they automatically think I'm Puerto Rican. And I'll be like, nope. And then they'll be like, Dominican then. Dominican. I'm like, okay, no. Okay. Now we're just grasping.
Right.
It's kind of like when people try to figure out where I'm from in the United States. They'll be like, where is your accent from? I'm like, where do you think? And I always say, I'll give you $1,000 if you can guess it in 3 guesses, because no one ever does. They're like New York, Chicago, and then they'll go back and be like, the Bronx? I'm like, that's New York. You just blew it. No.
That's funny.
Yeah. So cool. Okay, Rick, when did you first realize that, like, what you look like mattered?
I mean, I always felt like a dork. I felt like I looked like a dork and didn't really have a lot of friends most of my life, especially in school. And yeah, so I was a loner. So yeah, I felt I was dorky, and so I always thought like, oh yeah, nobody really cares because I look like a dork.
That's sad. I don't love that story.
Well, you asked.
You have a friend in me now, though. Oh, that's a song or something. Right?
Oh, Toy Story right there.
Don't get us for copyright, by the way.
What?
Don't get us for copyright. We didn't really sing it.
No. know. I didn't even mean that as it came out. That's the song. Okay, all
That was
right.
when I was young, by the way. I don't feel that way now. So just to clarify.
That's right.
Okay.
Now we all feel sorry for you. You can donate at rickcosta.com for his therapy. Okay. Okay. Do you think you ever looked your best? And if so, when was it?
In my 20s.
Really?
Because I was all snatched up in my 20s. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's
I
interesting.
guess that's why I kept on so long, huh?
Well, I think you're above his bay grade, but that's just me. His pay grade, but that's just me. I'm all stuttering now because I'm getting all comfortable and tired. Rick.
I think the one time I said to myself, "Ooh, you look sharp. You look real good," was at my wedding.
Oh, nice. I like that.
By you, Carmen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the ego answer, of course. Like, I always think I look good. I'm always trying to look good. You know what? I think you have to feel it's just me. Okay, but for real, so I do try to feel good no matter. And right now, I'm overweight for me, Cynthia. Like I haven't worked out the way I want to, whatever. So I'm really feeling like physically not in the best shape possible. But I still have always been someone who's been very confident about what I look like, no matter what my weight is or whatever. And I work hard on that. And I think it's because when I was younger, I always felt so out of place because I was always around people who did not look like me at all, just because of what I was doing and stuff and circumstances. But when I was 40, I did a nude photo shoot. And
I remember you telling me that.
you never saw the pictures?
No.
Oh, they're beautiful. Okay. I used to have them on my website. I'm going to get all these hits on my website now. They are no longer on my website.
Shut up, Tony.
But
He's already going.
Right.
No, but I did, and I just remember feeling really. But also, you have to feel comfortable with the photographer, and the photographer was a guy who did Vogue photos, so he's a professional. You know what I mean? And the lighting crew. So there's a lot of people, and you're doing, nude. You really got to feel comfortable around these people, and I did, and it was a great shoot, and the photos came out amazing. And they're classy, like, what do you call them? They're not boudoir. Is that what it means? Because they're not showing anything, but they're showing, like I'm holding.
It's just like the shadows of.
Yeah, like you can't see anything, but you can see, You know what I mean? Like, so, but yeah. So they're classy pictures, but I think that's probably, like when I felt really comfortable with my body, really. But then afterwards is when I did my marathons and stuff. So, yeah, I feel comfortable right now with my face and my hair, even though my hair is my struggle. But I really want to get back on that fitness journey again. So I got to do it little by little because I keep trying to do too much. And then I hurt myself. And then I'm back to like starting over. So, interesting.
I weighed myself the other day and I was like, I haven't weighed myself in a while. Let me see. And I was like, ooh, yeah.
Oh, I never weigh myself. Do you weigh yourself regularly? I don't weigh myself ever.
Once in a blue moon just to see.
I'm the person that does this, like, I'm gonna wear these jeans. Oh, I haven't worn these in a while. Yeah, what? I'm like when they're getting tight around the thigh area, I'm pissed. It's one thing if there's a struggle in the waist. You're like, okay, I put on the
right.
But when you're struggling,
the thighs,
you're done. You've gone too far. That's how I do it because I don't think
That's when you get rid of that pair and you just move on.
Oh, I'm not getting. Oh, hell no! That's when you put that pair in the front of the closet, facing you when you wake up every day. So, like today, I went for my walk. I'm like, I will be putting you mother FOs on soon. Like I was like, I am stressed. I need a piece of cake.
But I'm gonna work on it.
I'm gonna work on it after tomorrow. And it's Juan's birthday, so I have to have more cake. celebrate wine. But for me, it's not really about food. Like I eat better when I work out. It really is about working out. So I'm in a tough spot right now. I got to figure it out. Well, whatever. Like again, like these are my big problems I'm bitching about. Right? So, all right, let's do some more of these questions and then we'll do the mailbag. I can't believe we're 40 minutes in. We almost done. God, you guys talk a lot. My God, be quiet.
You want to hear
Okay.
something that brought me joy? Another thing that brought me joy, she remembered?
I'm sorry, did we talk about joy? I don't know if we were
And I
doing that
did
yet.
it.
But go ahead.
Go
I
ahead,
watched
Rick.
Stargate episode 1969 where they went back in time. I was like, oh, that's one of my favorite episodes. So that kind of
Okay, but how does that help when Cynthia has never seen Stargate SG-1, the
it will
1969
encourage her to
episode?
watch it.
And what does that have to do with the facelift or what we look about? I'm just saying, like, what
It's
are we
joy.
doing?
It says joy.
Okay, we'll do joy at the end of the episode. Okay, if money weren't an issue, is there any cosmetic procedure you'd consider, or are you leave it alone person? Okay, I already told you guys. I don't think I would do surgery, but like as I'm getting older, this part is coming down. I'm getting this part.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. So I might do that.
Me, probably just my arms.
Yeah, you always talk about your arms. That's genetic, though.
Yeah.
That's
everything else, doesn't really bother me.
Yeah.
I had a friend that she lost a ton of weight, like a lot. I was well over 200, I think. She was, and that's the thing she complains about most is her arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think because that's genetic too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know the other day I was complaining about my arms, and Cynthia almost came through. The fuck out of me. I was like, I'm just saying I haven't lifted weights in a while. That's all I'm saying. I'm sorry. I was like, damn, girl, bring it down a notch. Yeah, no. So what would you do, Rick? Facelift? Lips?
Nah.
Lip.
Nah. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nah.
Get an eye thing like this. Oh, look at Melanie. Leave it alone. What you see is what you get. Go ahead, girl. Knock it out. Yeah.
I'm gonna grow old gracefully.
I'm just saying I might if you see me snatched next week. It's like, all right, couple more. All right. What is something about aging that surprised you?
Nothing really.
I said this on a TikTok. All of these are my TikTok questions for me to do TikToks. But anyways, well, because it has to do with aging and aging gracefully. I am surprised at how sensitive my stomach is now. Like before I could eat like anything, you know what I mean? Like bologna sandwiches, bug juice, whatever. I was like on it. Do you know what bug juice is?
No.
Oh, really? That's so funny.
It just sounds gross.
Probably means something totally different than what we think.
No. So you know what? It's so funny because I got too comfortable. Okay, so bug juice is like when you're on tour, there would be like a big, those big water, the things they dump on football players, the water.
Yeah, the coolers.
The big water coolers. And they would put like Kool-Aid in there, but it wasn't Kool-Aid. It was like whatever the cheap version was with a ton of water. So it wasn't really sweet and it wasn't really, but it was like colored water. And they would leave the top off sometimes or whatever, right? Because they would mix it or put sugar in it or add more water or add more whatever. And the bugs would be on the top of it. So we'd call it bug juice because when you would take it, the bugs would be on the top of the water or whatever. Well, because we'd be out rehearsing in the heat or whatever it is. But you were dying of thirst, so you would take that, you would drink it, not with the bugs in it because it wouldn't come through the thing, but it would be in the thing. Yeah, I'm just saying now. I understand the pain, but I'm just saying that's why we called it bug juice, So, but I would drink like soda. Hey, Laura. Laura knows bug juice. She knows bug juice. But like we would drink, like I would drink Pepsis and I would put M&Ms in them. Like so we'd have the bottle of Pepsi and I would put I don't know. I was a kid. but I could eat anything. I'm telling you, I lived on
I
bologna
think
sandwiches and
I found the reason why Carmen talks a lot. All the sugar that's still in her body.
I lived on sugar. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No. Have you tried it though? Yeah. I mean, I would never do it now, but I'm saying, I would eat it with fizz. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter. I used to eat those orange Cheetos. Remember those orange
Oh
Cheetos?
yeah.
Where,
Hmm.
where your fingers were stained for like a week.
Hmm.
I would eat those
A
like
week,
a
yeah.
bucket full. They were so gross. Now I have like a little bit of spinach and I'm like full of so much gas. I'm like, I'm just eating fucking spinach. Why am I starting up a storm?
I
And
remember watching.
my doctor goes, you just need to take like the pill, the Beano, whatever the Beano
Oh
is.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm
Mhm.
taking fucking a pill to fucking eat right? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Fuck, I'm not taking no goddamn Beano to have a fucking bushel of fucking spinach and
Yeah.
broccoli. So I'm out. Yeah. Fuck. That's what I mean. My stomach is so sensitive.
Yeah. Speaking of Cheetos, I remember I think it was on the She-Hulk Marvel show. He the Hulk and She-Hulk, but she wasn't She-Hulk yet. They were in the car, and he was eating a bag of Cheetos with chopsticks. She's like, "Why are
Oh,
you
Oh,
I saw
doing
that.
that
that?
totally is good. That
Why are you
makes
doing that?" He goes, "So your
yeah.
fingers don't get dirty." She's like, "Oh."
No, I think that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Or gloves or something because it's so gross.
Right.
Melanie just asked why M&Ms and Pepsi. At least it sounds better than bug juice. I know.
Agree.
Okay. So M&Ms and Pepsi, I don't know. I was just a kid and I would always eat Pepsi, eat M&Ms and drink a Pepsi and it would fizz. And so I was like, genius over here. Like, why don't you just put them in together? You know what I mean? So it was just a thing. It made no sense whatsoever. I'm just saying I did it. But yeah, but bug juice wasn't actually like we weren't eating the bugs. It just was because it was sitting there all
That
day.
you know of.
No, oh my God. Okay. Well, anyways, I got too comfortable. See, I wasn't careful of what I was saying. I was just letting it out. But yeah. Oh, that's funny. Did everyone answer the question?
Hmm.
I don't think
Um,
so.
I
my
think so.
stomach definitely is way more sensitive than it used.
Aging.
Oh,
Yeah. My stomach definitely is, and it's really driving me crazy to be honest with you. I'm like, good lord, like I gotta be more careful what I eat. Oh, can't that bothers me now? I can't eat that. That
You're
bothers me now.
farting too a lot.
No, it's not farting. It's something else, which we don't need to talk about. But anyway, um, yeah, it stinks. It stinks. I think, but the thing for
literally.
me, hmm the thing for me though, that's more. I mean, it's not a shock because we all know it's coming. It's just the recovery time is so much longer if you get hurt when I'm
Yeah.
older than when I was younger, and I'm like, oh my god, this sucks. Why is it taking so long to heal? Ugh.
I don't think
That's
it's taking
funny.
longer. I just think it's because we're older, we don't have the energy to just like burn it off and just forget
Mhm.
about like people used to say, rub some dirt on it, you're fine, type of thing. With kids, they get hurt, they're just like, yeah, whatever, and just keep running.
Yeah, walk it
Yeah,
off.
no, I can't.
Exactly.
I think it's true. I don't know. I know for me, this has been taking too long. And I know like when I had my surgery, okay, let's just be clear. I had my surgery September 2021, people. We're about to hit 4 years. You know what I mean? Like enough, right? So I'm like, okay, a whole year went by and I was like, okay, I'm completely healed. Now, mind you, there are other people, and I know they're triathletes, but they were friends of mine who had hip surgery who were like back running 5 miles like within 4 months. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, but I can't even walk. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. I'm not a triathlete. Okay. But here's the thing. Then we didn't know what was wrong with me, and I had the thyroid issue. And that I have Hashimoto's disease. So we didn't know that. We didn't know what was going. I thought I was just being lazy. And as Cynthia said in the past, I don't really complain a lot. So I didn't go to the doctors right away. I thought I was just being lazy and I thought I was being like not wanting, you know what I mean? Because of my hip. I thought so I kept trying to push myself, but I was dead. I was like so lethargic, whatever. And finally I went to the doctors and they did the test and it's my thyroid had basically exploded. right? Because they don't know why it happens. And I was like, it's surgery, right? And they're like, it has nothing to do with the other. I'm like, I think it does. How can you say that it doesn't? But I'm not a doctor, so whatever. But then they had to do the cancer screening to make sure it wasn't cancer. So that was a whole other hoopla. And it's not. They don't know why it happens, but then they have to put you on thyroid medication and they have to figure out what level it is. And that took, like, I swear to God, about a year. We just figured it out. Because if it's too much, then you're like this. If it's too low, you're like,
Yep.
And then on top of it, they're like, and Carmen, once we get your blood levels ready, because you have to go like every 6 to 8 weeks to get your blood work done to make sure it's the right level. If you're still not feeling it, maybe we have to talk about postmenopausal hormones. I'm like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? Me? You know what I mean? Like, so, and I haven't done that yet because I am in straight up denial. I'm like, I'm fine. I just need to work out. You know what I mean? I need more sugar, bug juice, M&M's, no spinach. But it's just you change as you get older. Now, I will say this before we finish this segment. I will say this. I still wouldn't go back. I have no interest in going back to when I was 20 or 30s. As much as I'm complaining, I'm loving this part. I want to see how it ends. I feel like, and I don't mean anytime soon. I'm just saying, I feel like I've invested so much in all of this. I want to see how it finishes. You know what I mean? Do you guys wish you could go back to a different age and start over?
Mm-hmm. My
I mean,
20s.
if you could, I could change things. Yes. If I'm going to live through the whole thing again the same, then no.
Yeah. I wouldn't, even if I could change stuff. I mean, I would change some presidential elections, but I don't think that's what we're talking about. Do you know what I mean? Like if I have the power, I'm gonna do something for humanity. Okay? but
Cynthia, that's the bug juice talking.
Yeah.
That's the bug juice talking. No, but I honestly, I'm excited about the future. I am gonna figure this working out thing. I am. And I'm going to be healthier than I've ever been before. By the way, I'm extremely healthy. I'm just not fit the way I want to be. And I have to remember that because we have friends who really do have issues. So our issues are very slight. So I just remember that. Melanie says, I do eat less fast food and I am eating healthier.
Good.
I think that's good. I've never been a fast food eater. Have you guys? Oh yeah, we've talked about this before with Tony, remember? Tony's a big fast food. Are you guys big fast food people?
No,
Not anymore.
Yeah. Used to, kind of, sort of.
Every once in a while, and I mean like maybe once last year, I went and got a egg McMuffin. But they have, you get 2 egg McMuffins and a hash brown with the deal. 2. Yeah, I threw it away. I threw the second one and the hash brown away because the hash brown is just all oil. It's just all oil.
Yeah, it is.
Makes you a little gross. But yeah, I did throw it away. And then I felt bad because I could have just given it to someone, but who would I give it to? Anyways, okay. All right. Do you guys want to go through the mail? Let me see if I have any more questions on this. Wait, if you could give yourself, no, I don't want to do that one. Okay. Do you think you were too vote? All right, we'll move on to the mail. All right, so this is the mailbag. I got some stuff out. Okay. All right, I'm going to read some of these. Wait, where's the, and then I'll read you the hate mail I get too, so you know.
Oh, great.
Make sure you read the one that says Rick's single, right? Because he's real good looking. Yeah, read that one.
That's not the one I got. I'm sorry, baby. I wanted to keep that between you and me so we could talk about private, give you her number and everything, you know? Okay. Okay. I changed the names because these people, I think, listen to the show. Oh, Melanie said sometimes Chick-fil-A, if I feel like waiting online. Is that how you say Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Use the app. I keep telling people, if you use the app, you don't wait in line.
Look, you're just like, I don't do fast food anymore, but I have an app for my fast food.
Yeah, when's the last time I did that? Probably 2 years.
I was just kidding. It's okay. Hey, listen, I have no problem with fast food. I just don't do it because instead I'll eat stupid peanut butter and jelly here. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I just don't. I'm like, if I'm gonna have a burger, I'm gonna have like a $20 burger. I'm not gonna have a McDonald's burger, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I don't like, okay, I know this is gonna go against y'all gonna be like, that's it, we're done with the show. I'm not a fan of French fries from McDonald's. I've never been a fan of, I mean, I like them out of all of them, but I'm not a big French fry potato person. So,
Mm.
like
Back in
people are
the
addicted
day,
to McDonald's French fries.
years ago, they were made differently than they are now. They do not taste the same as they used to. Back in the day, they actually tasted really, really good. It was so weird because I worked at McDonald's for like 7 years. That was my job. 7 years. And there was one lady that oftentimes she would make the French fries. And my father's like, did Frankie May make these French fries? I'm like, yup. He's like, I'm like, how did you know? It's so weird. He would know
Well,
when
and
she
you would
made them.
know. Yeah. I'm just not a potato person. Like, I don't eat a lot of potatoes, you know.
Mm.
I like potatoes. I'm a
I
potato
love
person.
potatoes. Me too.
Meat and potatoes. That's me. Meat potatoes, and I'm happy.
See, meat, and I used to like spinach, but no, not anymore.
Only if she has gas X stuff first.
I'm not taking pills to eat vegetables. Like, it just makes no sense to me.
That was like me with the lactose. They're like, just take the lactose pills. You can have milk products. I'm like, I don't want to go through all that.
No, but now you can have like almond milk and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know. Okay. All right, ready? Here we go. And one of you have to answer the question. And some of them are to you guys. Oh, this one is to Cynthia, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Melanie said, so true about McDonald's French fries. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. These are some real loyal McDonald people. Okay. Okay.
Laura said homemade is best.
Okay. Okay. Here's what they say. Okay. Real talk. This is Tasha from Silver Lake. Okay. Real talk. If you could swap lives with someone for 1 week just to see how the other half lives, who would it be and why? And Cynthia, don't say no one. You got to pick. I swear to God. This is for Tasha in Silver Lake.
Hello, Tasha.
Tasha.
Honestly, I would like
T
to.
is real, but not the Asha. I changed the letter.
Tasha Yar.
Okay.
Yeah, Tasha Yar. Right. Go ahead, Cynthia.
I'd probably pick. Let's see. I'd probably pick like Julia Roberts.
That's a good one.
I like her, and
like
you know, every time I see an interview with her, I always feel like she's so down to earth.
Mhm.
She has a great laugh. But I would love to see like just her everyday life and just see how she lives.
That's a good one, actually. That's a good one. Cool. Rick?
That's tough because I always say, you ever hear that story of if everybody threw all their luggage on a mountain and then said, go up and grab whatever, just grab whatever, they're like, you're going to grab yours because you don't know what the heck the other person's got theirs. You know what I'm saying? So it's
But
like,
just for fun. Just for fun.
fun.
There's got to be somebody like who you just admire and be like, that Julia Roberts is a good one.
Okay. We'll keep it Star Trek.
Surprise. Everyone, surprise.
We'll keep it Star Trek, even though he's kind of old. Patrick Stewart.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Sir Patrick Stewart, excuse me.
No, that's a good one. I know you're going to ask me. I honestly don't know. Let me think. Like, I'm thinking, I don't know. Can I switch genders?
Why not?
Sure.
Yeah. Can I pick a time period of someone's life? No, I'm just kidding.
I always try to go, are they alive?
Yeah. I think it would have been interesting to be Prince. I don't know, to figure out, like, I don't know. That would have been, although I know he had it tough at the beginning of his career, and at the beginning of his life, but he was a genius, I think that would be amazing. Or, yeah, I think I would want to maybe see if I could be Prince.
That's cool.
I want to be a genius at something. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what it is. Like, because I'm thinking of it like Lin-Manuel Miranda. Like, I could,
Definitely someone in the arts for you.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Melody, shocker. Okay. Marcus in Dorchester. This is actually from somebody in Dorchester, but the name has been changed. Okay.
Okay.
Cynthia, I heard you work at a hospital. Respect. What's one thing you wish people understood about working in a hospital that they totally get wrong?
Oh,
Do you guys want me to send these to you? I'll send them to you if you want.
sure. Um, People think healthcare workers, have time to sit and do nothing. Because I've seen a lot of people give backlash to a lot of healthcare workers who do TikToks. And TikToks, they'll take like a minute or so to do. And these workers may have only seconds to actually sit down, rest, take a
Mhm,
sip of water. And, people think that they don't do anything and they work their asses off.
mhm. Well, most healthcare workers that are doing TikToks are doing it at lunch or after work.
Yeah, I
Like
was
if
gonna
you're ever
say.
Yeah.
paying attention, they're in their cars and they're at lunch or something. Like I've never seen
Yeah.
someone like, we're going into the emergency room and I thought I'd do a TikTok. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
you still get those people who,
but people who abuse, I know what you're saying, like people who abuse the staff at hospitals and at doctors' offices.
yeah.
I've seen it when I go see my doctor, and I always want to interfere, but I always see all the other
Hmm.
people come out to defend them, like the other doctors come out to like, and I'm always like, I'm getting
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
And I have to say, like, when Juan had his back surgery, let's say he'll ask a nurse, if he can have some water or some ice or something. And it'll take them like 15, 20 minutes. And he's like, oh, what's taking them so long? And he'll get frustrated. I'm like, dude, like they have other patients. You are not the only one.
Mm.
Right.
They have to tend to people who are more serious. You can actually get up and get water yourself. You're not like completely bedridden,
Right.
And me being a healthcare worker and my seeing and hearing my husband be like these patients who get upset with nurses and doctors and the staff because they think they're not doing anything. It's like, no, they are tending to not more important, but more urgent issues than you getting you
And
water.
in all fairness to Juan, because it's his birthday, mean wife. But no, in all fairness to him too, I think there's also that part of it, like you're uncomfortable, you're in pain,
Yeah.
you're in
And
distress, you're
yeah,
in a place
and they
that's
get
not
it.
your home. Yeah. So there's that part of it too. And that's why we really appreciate hospital workers, nurses, everyone, because it's a lot. I could never work in a hospital. I would never,
It,
ever, 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 ever work in a hospital at all, ever, ever,
it,
ever, in any capacity,
it,
ever.
yeah, I mean, I work at the main house. My sister works in the emergency room. That I could never do.
Your whole family works in the hospital. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I don't know how you all got obsessed with that. I don't know how that happened, but you all work in the
I honestly don't
hospital.
know either.
I don't
It
know,
started
but
with my mom and just trickled down.
I guess.
I've always
Melanie, you
said all
said
my
real
life.
hospitals are not like TV. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Rick?
No, I was gonna say all my life I've always heard job security is medical and food because you're always gonna need food and you're always gonna need some kind of medical sometime.
Melanie said real
Listen,
hospitals are not like TV hospitals.
very true.
Yeah. So George Clooney isn't doing operation on. Although I have to say, my surgeon, we're gonna say it again. That man is fine.
Dr. Gerhardt?
Fine.
Is it Dr. Gerhardt? Is that his
How
name?
do you remember his name?
Because you
Dr.
said it a
Michael
lot.
Gerhardt. Yeah. Michael B. Gerhardt. He's hot as all hell. Yeah. Didn't know the whole 6 months were going because everybody's wearing a mask. I had no
Right.
idea. It's a good thing I didn't know though. Like, and what would I have done? Hi. I definitely would have dressed better. I would have. I would have tried. I would. I don't care how much pain I would have been in had I known how fine he was. Yeah, that was a
Are
sweet
you,
surprise.
are you feeling okay? Uh-huh.
But here's the thing, like, I mean, you knew he was tall and a big guy or whatever, but that can always fool you. So you don't,
Oh yeah.
I'm a smart woman. I don't care that you 6'2" and luscious and got a booty that I can see. I'm just like, your face is gonna tell me everything I know. You're my surgeon. That's all I care about. I'm not even I'm in pain. Help me. Do you know what I mean? Help me. But had I known, it's just he was just good looking. Laura, you can look at he got a website and everything. Fine as
Mhm.
all hell. But okay. Married, I think, with children, but whatever. And it was a great surprise because when I got out of the anesthesia, I told you guys that story, right? Okay, just for new people who are listening, new people. So Andrea was with me during the surgery, and after the surgery in the recovery area. It's not a room because it's just the, whatever.
Yeah.
The recovery area. A guy comes in and he has on scrubs, and I've also never seen him without the white long jacket. So mask and white long jacket. And so now this guy comes in with scrubs and the hat and also a mask, whatever. And Andrea goes, "Oh, I think that's your doctor." And I, under anesthesia, say out loud, "I wouldn't know what the fuck he looks like. I've never seen him without a mask on." He takes off the mask, and Andrea and I both are like, like we again under anesthesia. I'm like, "I did not know you were that fine," or something to that. I said something like as if I was drunk, but I really meant it. And he just, and the smile and the giggly and the laughter, and then he was all talking to Andrea about, blah blah. And I'm like, it's me though, it's me. But he was talking to her about what's wrong with my. That was really bad, and he cleaned it up or whatever. I'm like, but I'm here. But I was all thinking Andrea was gonna get him and everything. Whatever. And she's married. I would never. But here's the thing: Andrea and I never agree on someone being fine ever. We have different tastes.
But you guys agreed on him.
The man is fine. And let me tell you, if you go to his website, I swear to God, if you go to his website, his pictures do not do him justice. He does not look good in his pictures.
So his fineness transcends all barriers.
I'm just saying it was a pleasant surprise. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
That's just like, remember I sent you the picture. Remember I sent you the picture of my sports medicine doctor, and I said this picture does not do him justice. Oh, he was fine.
Yeah. What's with the sports medicine men, right? I guess because maybe they wanted to be in sports and maybe they didn't do it, and so they
guess.
I don't know. Yeah, he's like what's that guy who plays golf who's black? He's that
Woods?
guy's doctor. Wood. Oh yeah, Tiger
Woods.
Yeah, he's like, I guess, or I don't know. Anyway, it does. He has a lot of celebrity clients, I'm sure, but that's the one I saw, the picture or whatever. Whatever. I think that's weird when people put up pictures of. But I live in this town. What do I know? Okay, let's go down the. Wait, you guys have to go because we're past the hour. All right,
it is Friday.
I know, and I am laughing a lot, so thank you. I need. Okay, all right. From Jules in Pasadena. Rick, I know you care for your mom, and I just want to say that's beautiful, but how do you take care of yourself and all of that? What keeps you grounded? I responded,
good question,
in our show. I didn't. I didn't respond. I said we will talk to Rick at some point and answer these questions.
So once she goes to sleep, which is usually between 8:30 and 9, then it's like I can relax, I can do what I want, I can go online, I can talk to people, I can be on All About the Joy, and I, take full advantage of, okay, relax, because as long as she's up, I'm always high alert. You don't know what she's going to do. I don't know if she's going to fall. She hasn't fallen in a long time, thank God, but you just never know what she's going to do. So,
I did salt and not going to work.
But I really take advantage of the time when she goes to bed. And also on the weekends, I try to sleep as much as I can because I usually never get enough sleep during the weekdays. So.
But how can you sleep later in the weekends if she's up? Oh, it's because you have to work during the week. So she does.
I have to wake up early. I have no choice. Yeah. But, and then I just pray that she don't do nothing too crazy before I can wake up not late. She's been okay lately. She's been okay.
That's good.
I still think it's hard. I mean, I still think it's a hard choice you've made. But I think it's also honorable. I think one of the things Zoe said, and this is something I've said my entire life because I grew up hearing it, is Americanos, meaning Americans, tend to always put their parents in nursing homes, whereas other cultures tend not to do that. And I understand the argument, though, that that's not fair because, again, I've told Rick a million times, this is a choice you've made. You could have people come and help her, or you could put her in a home or whatever. So it's not to make a judgment. It's just a different cultural thing. But I always look at my mom died when I was really young. And I know this sounds horrible, but I don't know how y'all deal with your parents getting older because it's heartbreaking to watch all of you have to take. And I'm talking about all my friends who have to take care of their parents. It's just heart wrenching.
By the way, as far as nursing homes, and I'm an American. I was born here, but I've seen that with my own eyes because my dad was there for 7 years, for God's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma was there for a long time too before that. And yeah, I could see who got visited and who didn't. And I'm sorry, Americanos, maybe on a Sunday, once in a blue moon, or a holiday. Other than that, them people are by themselves all day long.
Yeah.
To me, I'm like, oh my God, how can you do that?
Right. So let me just say, let me rephrase something. So when I say Americanos, what I'm talking about is just so people understand. Cynthia already knows what I'm going to say. And we're going to say, we're talking about white people in America, right? So when we say Americanos in Spanish, that's what we're talking about because we're all Americans in the room, right? In the room. but yeah, but I mean, I think that's what we're talking about is like it's part of an American culture. I think it's changing though, because I don't think that's true. I don't have a lot of friends who are white who have put their children if they do, they've put them in one of the best, and they visit them often. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just a place where because I think at some point you can't care for your parent, especially if the medical diagnosis is a little bit more than what the family can handle, and sometimes it is easier to have round the clock care. So I'm not saying it that way. I'm just saying, I'm actually trying to say the opposite, and I'm not doing a very good job of it. People culturally will keep their parents at home no matter what the thing is because they have this allegiance at the detriment of their own marriages, their own families, their own health.
True.
Do you see what I mean? Like they won't put them somewhere where they can be taken care of because they feel so obligated to take care of them. So that's what I mean. Like all my friends who have parents that they're taking care of and they're all doing it in different ways. There's a part of me who's like, I know I went through a lot as a kid, but there's something in this that I am glad I don't have to take care of my mom today because I don't know if I could hack it. I don't know how y'all do it.
Yeah, I think the only sort of exception is if mentally they're not all there and they're not going to know you're even there 5 minutes after you leave. Then I could kind of understand because
So wait, you're saying you're against putting people in a home if they need medical care? No, you're against people going into a home and you not visiting them as their family.
Yeah, if it's your parent, and you never visit them, hardly ever. That's I don't want to be judgy, but I'm gonna be judgy. That's horrible to me.
But
it is.
in the same respect, I don't have parents. I don't have family. Sorry, Cynthia, I love you, but I'm just saying we cousins. But I'm just saying, like, I don't have children, so if I end up in a home, no one's gonna come visit me. Cynthia, I've already thought about it. Trip. Cynthia's like, we'll come visit you, Carmen.
We'll come. She'll go one half of the year, and I'll go the other half of the year.
But I'm just saying that's how it happens if you're single and you don't have children and you don't have extended family like that. That's how it happens.
And you know what? And because I don't like anybody suffering, I already told my son, listen, if I get like this, I'm telling you now, your permission to go ahead and put me to home. I'm not going to be mad at you. Go ahead.
He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it.
Probably not.
Yeah. I hate the ones when they come in with their elderly parents to like an appointment or something, and they're just being the child's being so rude, and these are like grown ass adults, children, and they're just being so rude, and they just act like their parents are just so like
a burden.
Yes, a burden to them. And it's like, how can you treat your parent like that? Like, granted, we don't know what their relationship was growing up, but still, it's like your parent is kind of deteriorating.
I know, but it's harder for you and me. See, this is why I try not to step on that because, listen, all of my friends, all their parents are elderly, all of them. And all they do is call and bitch and complain about their parents to me. And I had to put a stop to that because I was like, here's the problem you don't seem to understand. I don't have a mom or dad. And so every time you're bitching and moaning, I'm angry and resentful that you don't understand that I don't have a parent. But in the same respects, we also can't make a judgment because we're feeling the way we're feeling because we don't have parents. You see what I'm saying? We lost them too young. So it's kind of unfair because I don't know. I mean, I think about people that are around me all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, if you don't leave me right now. So, and that could be an elder or whatever. So can you imagine if it's your mom and dad and they're not doing well and they're still nagging you and still expecting you to do certain things and be a certain way? We've heard Rick say things that his mom just says out of the blue, and he's like confused by, like, why is she thinking that, whatever? And I have to stop him and be like, okay, not for the show, but I hear you. But that's fair because he's dealing with her every single day. I'm not going to judge him for that. I'm just trying to nudge you to the next joy. So just, I mean, I hear you, and it must be hard because you probably see a lot of older people come in, with their parents, and you're frustrated because you see them being mean to them. I see that with my clients and stuff too, and I get annoyed. And here's the thing: it doesn't matter how much money you have. These people have so much money. Their parents are living like in these beautiful, ridiculous assisted living homes with around the clock care, with their own apartments, not rooms. They're not sharing shit. You know what I mean? Like they have concierge, they have all this stuff. And the complaining about their parents, even though they're not really doing anything for them. All they have to do is show up and visit them. And I have to remember still, not my place.
Yeah.
But
I have a friend in New York that she got money, let's just put it that way. And her mom got dementia, same thing. And she's talked to me a few times. She's like, oh, I can relate to that. I can relate to that. And she had her in her own place as long as she could. But then there came to a point where like she needs more help. So she had to put her in a place. But like, again, she got money. So she got the best. But after that, she didn't last long.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, that probably happens
like,
more often
I
than
wonder
not.
if that's correlated.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope. Okay, I don't want to talk about sadness like this. Let's move on.
Okay, next question.
It's not joy. It's not joy. Okay. Let's see. Dev in Oakland. It was actually David in Oakland. Okay, if the three of you were characters in a TV show, like a sitcom or a drama, who would you be? And no cheating, Carmen. You can't cast yourself as the lead unless you explain why. I didn't think that was funny at all. So like, okay, that's too hard of a question. All right, if we were characters in a TV show, who would you be? And no cheating, Carmen. Okay,
I'd be Phoebe in Friends.
you are not Phoebe in Friends. Are you Phoebe in Friends?
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
That's when she sings to Joey, right? Or something, the guitar.
She sings to everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay, let's just use Friends. I didn't really watch the show Friends, though. What's another show that we all really watched?
You know, it's the first thing I thought of because it's.
Please don't say Star Trek because I can't.
No. No, because it's two girls and one guy. Immediately I
Three's
thought
Company?
Three's Company. Yeah. Although I can't be Jack. He's too much.
John Ritter was awesome, though. He's a great actor. Maybe rest in peace. But no, what's another ensemble show that we all watched growing up? Maybe I don't know. I guess I know some. I mean, I know Friends enough. Do you know Friends enough, Rick? I guess you do because you know Smelly Cat.
Yeah. I just had another funny one. Gilligan's Island. That would be hilarious.
Oh, that would be funny.
No, I'm just kidding.
Let me guess. You didn't watch Gilligan's Island either?
Okay. No, I remember it. All right. Who would you be on Gilligan's Island? The Professor and Mary Ann.
You know the song, hey.
Let's see. I'd probably be either Gillian or the Professor.
Cheers is a good one. Oh,
I never really watched it.
Oh God, are you serious? Melanie, you and I, let's me and you have a show because these people are crazy.
Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. Okay,
you know,
wait.
Interesting. I did not watch Cheers, but I loved Frasier.
I never watched Frasier.
Yeah, Frasier was
Frasier cracked me up.
It was okay. All right, wait. Okay, so Cynthia thinks she's Gilligan or the Professor. Is that what you said?
Yep.
I think I'd be the skipper, I think.
You're the skipper?
I think so.
Wasn't he kind of like an idiot? Wasn't he kind of like a goofball?
No, that was Gilligan. He was the goofball
Oh, no,
idiot.
he was the goofball.
Carmen's gonna be the movie star.
Of course. Of course. Ginger.
No, she was fake. I'd want to be the brunette. She was a little smarter.
Marianne.
Right?
Marianne,
Wasn't
yeah.
she smarter? Yeah. I don't think I was like the movie star dumb person. Is that what you guys think of me? Okay, wait. On Friends, who would I
I
be?
never said she was dumb. You said that. I
You
didn't
would be
say
Monica. I think she'd be Monica. I think Carmen would be
oh,
Monica.
interesting.
Monica? Really? Okay.
Who do you think you would be in
I don't
Friends?
know them well enough. I would say I'd probably be more, what's his name? The guy who was it's what I'd want to be. I'm not sure it's true. The guy who's like the scientist guy.
Ross.
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 But he's
Yeah,
a
I
little
can see
too
that.
affable, a little too dorky, right? A little too
Pivot.
what?
Pivot. That was like one of the most funniest things ever.
I don't know
I
that one.
love that
I don't know.
episode.
Okay. Let's pick our own characters from our own shows. Okay, so
Okay.
you said Phoebe. Okay, Melanie
Yeah.
said Marianne. So Melanie thinks she'd be Marianne too. Seinfeld.
Ooh, Seinfeld.
Good
Never
show.
watched it.
You never watched Seinfeld, but you watch Friends? How about Living Single? No? I
I
know.
watched that.
Cosby Show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cosby Show's a good one.
Okay, Cosby Show's a good one. I already know I'd be the mother. I'd be Felicia Rashad. That is not even a question. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'd be Felicia Rashad. I'm just saying.
Let's see. I'd probably be Rudy.
Like,
I'm
Cynthia wants
serious.
to always be like the cute, affable one. Like, okay.
No, you know why? Because as she was a teenager, she was always like the bossy one with Bud. I feel like that would be me. I'm
She was
the
little. She was little. She
bossy
wasn't a
one.
teenager. She was little. She was like 6, 7 years old.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you can be Rudy. There's no judgment here. Judging. Rick, who would you be on the Cosby Show?
Can I pick Carlton? It's not unusual to be loved by
That's Fresh Prince.
That's the Fresh
Oh
Prince
my
of
God, I got
Bel-Air.
the shows mixed up. Oh my God.
Oh, but you know, all them black people, they look alike, you know.
Oh wow.
That's okay. You can be
Wow.
Carlton. You can be Carlton.
Ah.
Okay. I think, honestly, if I were to pick my own show and who I think I would be most like, that's a great question. I would say SVU, whatever, what's her name? The one who
Mariska?
Mariska Haggerty. I think that's who I would be. Right? I think that's who I would be.
Good one.
Kind of ballsy, mean, cool, under pressure. I think that would be me. I mean, you guys can tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I think that. What's her name on the show? I haven't seen the show in so long. Law and Order SVU.
I don't know her name on the show.
Yeah. You've never seen the show?
No, I don't know her name on the show.
I don't know the name of her name on the show either. But I would think that would probably be the character I think I'm most like, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Although I'd like her husband. Her husband, like in real life, her husband is fine. Ooh, Lord, that's another one. Do you know who he is? Peter Herman. Look him up. It's Herman with 2 N's. Peter Herman. Her husband is fine as
Her
always.
man.
Herman. Yeah. Okay, Cynthia. So you're still with Phoebe. Rick, what
Yeah.
show and who are you?
Any show
Oh,
at
he
all.
is fine.
Ain't he fine? Come on now. That's her husband. But here's the thing.
He's
He
fine.
knows. Yeah. And let me tell you, that's an older picture of him. That's a recent picture of him. Let me tell you, he knows that he's the one who married up because she's an incredible human being. She's an incredible woman and just she's beautiful. And they have like 2 adopted kids or something. And yeah, lovely couple. And I don't want to hear trash about them. I don't want to hear anything in the gossip after this because you know that's what always happens, right?
Yeah.
Who's cheating on her or whatever. I just found out that Hugh, and here's the thing, I never pay attention to this stuff, but I was shooketh. What's that guy's name? Hugh
Hefner?
Jack.
Jackman?
Jackman?
Jackman.
Hugh
Why
Grant?
would you go Hugh Hefner?
He did.
Isn't that the guy from like Playboy or something? Like,
I was just naming the Hughes.
like, I was confusing Hugh Grant, but it's Hugh Jackman is dating Sutton Foster. I was
Oh, yeah, I
shocked by
saw that.
this. Shocked, I say. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Now, Sutton Foster was on a show called Younger, where she
Yep.
was dating Mariska Haggerty's husband that you just saw.
Husband.
That's him.
Yes. Yes, yes,
Loved
yes.
that show. Loved that show. But I did not know that she was Look at me getting all up in it's Friday night, honey. Gossip. Yeah. Okay, Rick, what show is
Wait,
it you
wait, wait.
said?
Who was what Melanie mentioned?
Eames on Law and Order Criminal Intent.
And
Oh, that's who you would be? It's the guy who played the bug, right? In Men in Black. God, I know this stuff so well. Okay, wait. Wait. I'll tell you. Wait. Oh no. Hold up. I'm gonna get Cynthia's favorite person.
Hey Carmen, you're back. How'd it go?
there we
Hey,
go.
so we're still on right now. So Cynthia's here. Who is the character who plays Eames on Criminal Intent, SVU? What is the actor's name?
The character Alexandra Eames is played by actress Catherine Erb.
Oh, I'm so confused. Can you tell me the character who plays the bug in Men in Black, but also was on Criminal Intent? He's the lead actor. What's his name?
You're thinking of Vincent D'Onofrio. He plays the bug in Men in Black and is also the lead actor, Detective Robert Gorin, in Law and Order Criminal Intent.
That's right. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
And he's in the Dark Daredevil Marvel TV show. He's Kingpin. Which you probably
Yeah, he is. So Melanie, I didn't know. Thank you. That's why we reached out to Cynthia's favorite AI person. So cool. All right, I got you. Rick, did you choose? Did we get you?
I think because I got Stargate on the brain still, I'm gonna go with Daniel Jackson
Oh, I could see that. Yeah, you talked about that before. Yeah, Daniel Jackson.
because he knows all the languages, super
Mm-hmm.
smart, can deal with people really well, and loves to fight with Jack.
On that show, I think I'd be Jack. Do you think
Hmm.
I'd be Jack? I think
You
I'd
can be
Jack.
Jack. Oh yeah,
I could totally be Jack.
It's Jack.
Jack was
That's
hot.
a different
Too. That's a different show. That was a great show too.
Yeah.
Oh, we all watched that show? Oh, that was
Will and Grace?
Will and Grace.
I would always crack up when they talk about the subway and Karen's like, "Oh yeah, that thing you said is underground where people go around in the underground." I'm like, okay.
She was
believes.
such a great actress, though. She's an
She is,
incredible actress and so funny.
Mhm.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I love Sean Hayes. Even on the show, on that
Mhm.
podcast that they're on, he really is the funniest person on that show.
He
On that
is, yeah.
podcast, whatever it is, he's so funny. I love him. I mean, they're all good together, all three of them, but he's my favorite. He's like the most
Mhm.
singing.
Yeah.
Which is weird to
True.
say.
That's true.
Right.
Okay, couple more questions. Wow.
Go
All
for
right,
it.
I'm getting really tired. All right. Rico from Long Beach. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever done for love or thought about doing but chickened out?
For love.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think I've done anything ridiculous for love. I think meeting someone
Same.
I met online and flying to Las Vegas to meet them for the first time and then being still friends with them to this day is probably pretty crazy. Like I would never do that now, but I did do it back then. But I don't know if I did it for love. I totally did it for lust. I didn't love them then. You know what I mean? So
That's making me think of that song. I would do anything for love, but I can't do that.
Yep.
yeah. I don't think I would do that today, but the thing about online dating back then, that was before anybody was really doing it. Remember, it was so taboo and everything. We were
Mhm.
talking for like 6 months. You know what I mean? It wasn't like now it's like swipe. Ooh, let's meet for coffee. It's like, no, there was, conversation.
Right.
All right. Well, you guys want me to do the bad stuff? We can do some of these other ones. All right. Let me show you some of the mean stuff that's sent to me.
Dun, dun,
And-
dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, questions
Okay.
or just comments?
They're questions, but they're people being mean. So they send it to me on my website. And And then I put like to stop spam because I get a lot of robo spam stuff. I was like, okay, now you have to add something 4 plus 3. What does it equal? So I could see you're human. But they figured that out. And they just put like any number and it'll still put it through. I'm like, what is the point? So it's still
Wow.
yeah, it's terrible. Okay, so these are questions, but just so you know, these ones I actually I don't answer them. These are the most nicest one, but these I block these people because there's no need. It's not constructive, you know. But anyways, these are the ones sent to me. Who do you think you are giving advice to people? You're not famous and you're not an expert. Because that's how I start my whole show. Let me give advice because I am an expert and I am famous.
Is anyone ever really an expert in anything?
Thank you,
No.
Cynthia. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. I didn't know I was giving people advice.
I didn't realize you needed a degree to give somebody advice now. Okay.
I know, but is that what we're doing on the show? Giving advice? I was giving people advice. Please do tell me your problem. I will happily help you. Dr. Carmen is in the house. Okay. Why do you always, this is how I assume they said it. Why do you always make everything about race or identity? Can't you just talk about the topic? I guess they wouldn't say it like a Black woman because they're probably upset that I'm talking about it.
You got to say it like a Karen.
It's very Karen.
Well, a lot of the topics have to do with race, so duh.
Yeah. So this is something, the reason why I put this in is because I want to say something. So what my hope is in the future is we're going to have a couple more shows during the week. And like one will be an interview like weekly. We'll have an interview with somebody interesting or whatever. And I'm not saying you guys I'm just saying the dream of the show in the future when we're making buku money and blah, 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 right? Whatever. But then one of the days of the week, I do want to have a panel of a conversation about politics and religion. I think the reason why I don't have it as the initial or the point of the show is because there's so many places for us to get that information. And there's no places just come and laugh and hang out and be okay with it, you know? But eventually I do want to have a place where we're talking about things that matter to the everyday people because I think it's important. You have to be informed. You have to know what's going on. And I don't think it's a thing not to talk about. So I will do that in the future. And we'll be doing a lot of advice there for this person. Okay. So, okay. This is people say this to me a lot in different ways. And I don't know. You talk about joy, but you sound angry half the time. Maybe work on that before hosting a show. I know, like it's so mean. Okay. They don't know.
These are very bitter people.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
There's a difference between anger and passion.
Go ahead, Rick. Defend your friend.
Preach.
No, you can be passionate about something doesn't mean you're angry.
That's very true.
No, it's true. It's true. And you know, no one is forcing anyone to watch a show, is all I'm saying. You're taking your energy not just to accidentally maybe watch a show, but then you're like, let me find her contact information. So
See this? You can swipe or turn off.
No. Okay. Okay, this one is mean. I get this a lot too. You're too old to be doing this kind of thing. No one wants to hear from women your age.
Wow.
And what age is that?
Well, and here's the thing. And we're going to have more shows. So that's when that's good. You know.
That's got to be a very young person because who would say that?
Again, taking the time to then go find my contact information to send me an email on my website and putting in your information, even if you're lying about it, to send me an email means that you care. You know what I mean? Like
We've made it.
I'm in your head is what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Like, because all I had to do was block. Anyways, okay, and this is funny because I think I know who it is. I don't know if I know who it is, but I know the type of person that would send this. Rick is gonna die. You say you care about people, but you block anyone who disagrees with you. Hypocrite much. That's my favorite. I'm like, yeah, and I blocked that entity as well. So I don't know. But
I think you have an idea.
Oh my God. I don't understand. Yeah. Do you have to go, Cynthia? You guys gonna go celebrate his birthday? Oh,
No.
yeah. So those. I mean, we have more questions, but I'm getting really tired and I'm hungry. Oh, we've been on for an hour and a half.
But
That
in
went
a
by
weird
fast.
way,
Yeah.
even when they say negative stuff, in a weird way, it kind of shows they do care. Because they're like, let me try to give you advice because I think you need it, even though we didn't ask you. Thank you.
Right.
But in a way, in a weird way, it's almost like they kind of care. Like, because why would you wouldn't write somebody you don't care about.
No, listen, I think one of the things that's important, that's why I had told you guys, because again, I know I say we do a lot of work or I do a lot of work, and I do, you guys know what I do, but it's a whole machine thing happening. And it would be great to have people who could help with some of this, but going through the emails. And then the weird thing is then that's why I had to do that separate email so that we have guests, because there's so much spam email in this other area, so, but I want to go through it because sometimes people will send stuff there for guests too. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot. And I think because I grew up always like doing things, performing and getting criticism and it doesn't bother me as much. If anything, it tells me more about the people watching us than anything. And then I'll say this last part is, a lot of people who are angry or pissed off and are watching us, like you're not going to watch a show once and then have to go find my contact information to complain about it. You've at least watched it at least once, twice, maybe even 3 times, maybe even more times to be able to do that. You know what I mean? And so I think people are just in their own way asking for help or needing to vent. And if that show provides that, if that was a release for them, then so be it. I'm like, I don't care. But there's some nasty stuff that people say too. And, there's no need to share any of that. So, but those are just people who have too much time on their hands. And I also believe it's people who would never say it to my face.
Yep.
And they always say, you're going somewhere when you got haters.
Hey, we got plenty of those. So we famous. We do get a lot of love. We do get a lot of like cool things. And, so it's just kind of, it's fun. It's fine. I just wish, I wish we were moving along with these other ideas that I have. So, right now, if you want to know my political views or you want to know what I think about culture as stuff, it's on Substack and on TikTok is where I'm doing my own personal stuff. We're still reserving All About the Joy. This show on Friday nights is still going to be just a regular hangout where we're talking about silly stuff or fun stuff or whatever. But we're going to keep it light and airy. And we'll always have an interview on Sundays. And this Sunday, please tune in. It's an interesting show. It's an incredible woman, and I was really honored to have her on the show, Dr. Mean. So check that out on Sunday at 12
And it was
o'clock
definitely.
Pacific. Don't let me finish. 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It will definitely pull on your heartstrings.
So should I bring tissues?
I don't. You know what? Here's the thing, because I'm editing it now. I think Cynthia and I were all up in it, but she's an incredible person. She's an incredible person, and what she does is, and she's a doctor. Like I don't even know what to say. Like it's like the most prestigious person we've had on the show. I mean, I was like honored. And like I said this on the show, I really don't get thrown by celebrities at all. Like I don't care, or big politicians, like people who I've met a lot of people, and most people do not faze me one bit. But someone like this, like Dr. Means, totally threw me for a loop because of what she's done with her life and what she continues to do and how she does it.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty impressive. Yeah. But I don't know if other people are going to cry. I think Cynthia was bawling. Like, she wasn't bawling me. There's no noise or whatever. But Cynthia and
You'd
her
see
are
my
friends.
glasses fog up here and there.
Because there's some things that she talks about, just like, and she's talking about her life or whatever, I do think I embarrassed her in the beginning, though, because as I watched the editing, but that was funny. I don't care. I did it. I don't care. I was like, I don't care. I know I'm supposed to let my guests talk first, but I'm going to say what I need to say. I kind of go off on her a little bit at the beginning. You'll see, Rick. It's funny. It's funny. I mean, I thought it was funny. I don't know if she'll ever come on again, but
she's so down to earth, though. Yeah.
She's really cool. She's cool. So that'll be interesting on Sunday nights. But my hope for this show is that we'll have like 2 or 3 other episodes during the week. I think we need it, but also it'd be great to have other subjects involved, and have more people come up and hang out or whatever. So, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We're growing. I'm happy about it. But yeah, but we need money. So if there's anyone out there who wants to invest, we need lots of money. Thank you. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Remember to come see us on Sunday. And remember, at the end of the day, it really is all about
the joy.
Bye, everyone. Rick don't even say all about the joy. He's above that. He don't even say it anymore. He's like all about the whatever.